Next up, we have Moonlit Occultation from the Punishing Grey Ravens soundtrack. Once again, everybody, this is a Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician, a composer, and my objective here is to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what is happening here, musically. So, if you like the sound of that, make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever button you're gonna use, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member. Once again, everybody, don't forget to join the Discord server, the gaming channel, how to request songs if you're not on the live stream, members getting early access to the content. I have a spiel for this and a bunch of other stuff at the end of this video, so stick around for that. Disclaimers showing on your screen right now, so go ahead and pause the video to read them in full. Otherwise, please be patient with me. I am acoustic and guitared, so please keep that in mind. Also, once again, at the time of recording, we're still celebrating 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. So thank you again, everybody, for being here. We're celebrating two ways. Number one, I'm giving away 10 copies of Vintage Story, and number two, we're going to start checking out some of the games that we've covered every 5,000 subscribers. The first two are just Shapes and Beats and Limbus Company. More on that on the whole spiel at the end of this video. For now, let's do this. Moonlit Occultation. Let's go. Occultation. Christ. Moonlit Occultation. Okay, so we start with a piano, and there seems to be a bass, maybe like a tuba, very low. It's a little bit distorted, but we start with two parts of the piano. We have one that is playing the bass notes, very much holding those down, while the other one is giving us that initial melody, which seems to be a combination of arpeggios with some scales, which I believe might contain our initial motif. Motif being the smallest version of your musical idea, the seed, the essence from which everything else comes from. And it's doing a combination of arpeggios, right? Arpeggio is when you play a chord one note at a time. So for example, here C minor, here it is arpeggiated. So what we could be having is something like this. And requests are not open just yet. Requests are not open. Let me go ahead and... There we go. Welcome to the naughty list. All right. With that, let's see where this goes. Oh no, it's just distortion. It wasn't a tuba, it's just some percussion. Alright, there we go. We bring in the drums. We have vocals higher up. Yeah, occultation. Okay. We have that melody there, and we repeat. Okay, so I would say the melody itself that we are getting from the vocals could be our actual melody, and the piano was just there as an introduction, as accompaniment, right? It's fairly common for that to happen, so that you don't bring in the motif, or you bring a more complicated or a simpler version, some variation of the motif, and then you bring in the actual motif. So the actual motif is likely the one that is being sung right now. So yeah, let's see where this goes. I like how uneven the drums are. Cadence, and... By the way, cadence, right? So when you're making music, you are doing one of two things. You are building tension, or you're resolving that tension. That point in between, we often call the cadence. Now, usually this is just the building of expectation and the resolution of those expectations. This is usually something that you do in your chords, right? For example, here C major. Then you go for the cadence. You can hear how the tension is building and begging to go back to this. How soon are requests open? When we are done with this one, basically. You will know, because I'm gonna start yelling about it. So yeah, let's see where this goes. We're bringing violins in. Okay, so now we have the violins doing the arpeggios. Now we have the piano a little bit slower. Yeah, we have the pinned message saying that requests are closed. So yeah, let's see. No, 0 people know cadence, but I know many of them cadence music visit you. You're welcome. So yeah, let me go back a couple of seconds because I missed that one. Let's see. The violin and new variation. So now we're doing variations of what the piano was doing. So it could be that one is the motif. We have a chime. Oh, Okay, so yeah, we're having the piano giving some simpler arpeggios this time around, and we're having this chime above, which could be a glockenspiel. I think this one is a glockenspiel. The glockenspiel being this very beautiful, I think it's the smallest chime out there, one of the mallet instruments that exist. And yes, yeah, the requests reset every time. Yeah, we clear the list every time. So yeah, let's see where this goes, because we had some trumpets in the background. Okay, it sounds like we have a trumpet-trombone duo playing the same thing. Ooh. Okay, there we go. We bring back the vocals. I was going to say, when are we bringing back the melody? The simpler melody. And I love it. This is the kind of melody that I like to call a flying melody. Flying melody being a colloquial term that I use. Colloquial, by that I mean there's no official academic definition for this, or at least I'm choosing not to use it for the sake of simplicity. And a flying melody is what you're hearing right now. We have a nice, busy bass drum section, a nice and busy accompaniment in the middle section, and then higher up than everything else, you have a slower, simpler melody than everything else that is happening. Kind of like flying above the landscape that the rest of the music is creating. I have two examples for this of songs that contain flying melodies that have this a little bit more obvious. One of them is Roxanne from the musical Moulin Rouge, where Ewan McGregor, yes, Obi-Wan Kenobi Ewan McGregor, sings the lead. The chorus, it goes and it does the thing. It's beautiful. And the other one is the song Good to Be King from the musical Journey to Bethlehem. This one is sung by Antonio Banderas. He plays King Herod, and during the chorus he's singing that flying melody slower than everything else while the rest is happening. Roxanne is more on the orchestral musical, and Good to Be King is more on the electronic contemporary musical element to it. You know how Disney used to make really good introductions for villains, like movies that weren't a musical, but they had a really good villain introduction with a musical thing? That is Good to Be King. Like, it brings memories back of them just introducing a massive villain. So yeah, let's see. Character's name of this team is Luna, by the way, and this is her improved version. We haven't covered her other tracks yet. I'm not sure if there's any quoting here. Okay, cool. So yeah, let's see where this goes. All right, there we go. We do a simpler version. We bring back the... So we have the violins doing variations on the side. Cadence and... female chorus. Singing chords. Oh, we bring back the bass piano. The bass of the piano. Of course, we have trumpets on this side, so it seems like we do have some orchestral elements. I mean, it's very common nowadays to see this mix, especially in Punishing Grey Raven. We've seen the mix of orchestral and electronic. Excuse me. And, yeah, it's really cool. The melody, very, very much going back and forth between the style, not the styles, but kind of landing and not. She's the antagonist for the first arc of the story. It makes sense. I was gonna say, because this is very boss fight kind of vibe. Let's see where this goes. And Korux, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Let's see where this goes. The drum beat is a little bit more even now. So yeah, you can hear that now we have the vocals, similar vocals as before, just with the chorus this time around. Brass in the back. So interestingly enough, we're just doing a more exaggerated version of what we were doing before. We have the brass, so we had trumpets, we have trombones, giving us those nice stingy rhythms in the back. We have the violins going up and down the chords. The piano is not doing any arpeggios right now, it's just doing those very strong basses. And then we replace the single vocal line with a chorus. So yeah, let's see where this goes. There's the piano doing the arpeggios. Violins now are having a slower melody. We bring back the individual thing. Could you pay the points to remove a coin flip? No. Because it's no longer a coin flip, it's a dice roll. Alright, let's see. Switching around the chords, nice. Building that cadence. And... Bringing back the chorus. New direction for the melody. Oh, beautiful. And no, if you get rule 5, you get rule 5. Simple as. Ooh. So we're continuing, and right now the biggest difference I would say is the drum. The drums have now stabilized into a more even beat. Because so far they had been a little bit more uneven. Now it's a lot more, like, slowly it has been getting more and more uniform as the piece has been getting darker and darker. Of course, we have the layered vocals at the top giving us now those variations on the original melody. This is really cool. Let's see where this goes. I'm gonna count down soon. I probably will, yeah. Violins, of course, still doing those up and down arpeggios, and there we go. We're now alluding to the start a little bit more. Still that dark feeling to this whole thing. Variations on that melody. The melody being sung by the vocals are a little bit more echoed this time around, so it's it feels like it's chopped a little bit. Of course, we're doing a partial reduction of it. Reduction is a way that you can develop your material in which you play a faster version of something you did before. You know, the flying melody was really slow. Now we're doing a reduction, which is a faster version of it. Makes sense. Let's see where this goes. This is really good. And it's hidden a little bit more in the rest of the instrumentation. It's a little bit difficult to tell. There we go, we bring back the piano, and off the ramp we go. Off the ramp being another colloquial term that I use. And off the ramp is what I call a particular type of transition that makes your listener feel suspended up in the air at the mercy of inertia, waiting to see where you land. Kind of like going off a ramp. How do you do this? Remove the drums. Maybe the bass as well, or any other percussive elements that you have. Whatever many layers you need to give that feeling of being suspended in the air. What did we do? We pretty much just brought back the piano itself. I think doing now a recapitulation of the start. Let me hear a bit more. Variation of the start. Because we have the darker elements to it. Violins are still there. Bring back the percussion immediately. Ooh, new variation, very nice. So yeah, we're focusing more on the bass here. So yeah, we bring in a very nice, like, digital bass to this, very nice and crispy, and we're basically just dropping the beat along to this. This is not a full drop, but it has enough elements of it to feel that way and not at the same time. Interesting combination over here. Let me hear a bit more. There we go, very new melody. Yep, new version of the melody. Ooh, nice. Nice leap there. Way more complicated than before. Cadence, and there's the French horns, violins going back and forth. Yeah, right now it's basically the piano that is carrying this together. Oh, a little break there. We bring back the chorus. Some chimes at the top. So yeah, we still have the piano going back and forth to the beat. The piano is what's keeping the beat right now. Because the orchestral percussions playing right now are primarily playing to the melody being sung by the women, rather than everything else. Really cool. Let's see where this goes. Oh, we bring in the French horns. Very nice. By the way, the French horn, before I forget, the French horn being this beautiful, beautiful instrument, very unique when it comes to the brass instruments. As you can see, unlike a trumpet or a trombone that the bell is pointing forward, this one, the bell is pointing downwards, sideways, and backwards. You have to stick your hand into the damn instrument just to hold it. And that, along with its design, gives the instrument a very different more mellow, more royal sound. And it results in you being able to make things sound more epic in that way. Nefrox, welcome today. How you doing? All right, let's see where this goes. Yes, and crazy how everything else changing, but the piano still listening to the piano has stayed fairly consistent with very minimal variation. Like the rhythm of the piano hasn't changed much. It's just the order in which the arpeggios are done, right? Because we've had basically two main shapes for the arpeggios, right? Like we've been having this like mountainous shape. And then we've been having this like just up and down going shape where it's going up and down. And basically, it's just patching up this version that we had before. Flipping this. So basically we are having a, let me just redo this, right? So basically we have two main shapes. We have this over here. And then we have this. These are the two shapes of the piano. And what we've been mainly doing for the piano is taking this bit over here for the second and just flipping it upside down and putting it, and we get this part over here. Doing a partial inversion of the melody, because that's what inversion is when it comes to this. Inversion in melody is when you take something and you flip it upside down, and we're doing basically partial inversions where instead of interrupting the piano arpeggios and having them go up and down, we just have the whole phrase going up, the whole phrase going down, and the rhythm has stayed fairly consistent this whole time. There was one part that we didn't have the piano, and it showed. It really showed. Like the absence was louder than anything else. So yeah, let's see how this ends. So now we're in the climax. Okay, well, we reached that high note off the ramp. All right, we start breaking things down. We bring back those brass. Yeah, the piano right now, the bass of the piano is what is holding that. One more run. We speed up the rhythm. One last go. Okay, we do one last run of the phrase. We hold it, and there you have it. It kind of felt incomplete there, but I think it's that way you can loop it more easily, because that was not a half cadence. It was just like halfway through the phrase. But I think with that you can just loop it. And there you have it. That was Moonlit Occultation from the Punishing Grey Raven soundtrack. Once again, everybody, this has been a Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician and composer, and my objective here has been to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what's happened here, musically. So, if you're watching this on the YouTube video archive thing, thank you for watching. Make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever tuning news. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member. Once again, everybody, at the time of recording, we're celebrating 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you once again, everybody, for that. We're celebrating two ways with this. Number one, I am giving away 10 copies of Vintage Story. Vintage Story! It used to be a Minecraft mod, now it's its own standalone game. I love it, I prefer it, which is why I'm giving away 10 copies of this game. The giveaways are going to happen on the second half of February of 2026 on the Discord server. So make sure you've joined the Discord today, linked in the description. I will be announcing them in due time. That's way number one. Way number two that we're celebrating is that starting now with 10,000 subscribers, every 5,000 subscribers, I'm going to start playing some of the games that we have covered in this channel. The first two games, of course, are going to be Just Shapes and Beats and Limbus Company. We started Just Shapes and Beats yesterday in yesterday's stream. We're doing Limbus Company today. And then we're playing those in the after shows. And the game footage of it is going to go on the gaming channel. More on that in a moment. So make sure you join the Discord server. That's where everything gets announced first. Whether it is the streams going live, videos going up on the channels, updates, projects, the giveaways, everything gets announced there first. Of course, we also have the community there. We hang out, we chat, we steal memes from other people's servers, claim them as our own. And where I host the Vintage Story community server. I love the game so much that I just built a PC just to host a server for it. So Join the Discord today, linked in the description, and become part of our Discord community. Also, share these videos with everybody that you know. Use the hype function on YouTube. We have a group on the Discord that coordinates further. Another reason to join the Discord, yes. Musicians, artists, or otherwise on YouTube or elsewhere, this is an open invitation. If you want any of my musical skills for any of your projects, reach out, let me know, let's work together. And if you're in the audience and you know somebody that you would like me to collaborate with, you can reach out, let them know. Please do not harass anyone, please don't spam anyone, be cool about things, don't be a rat. Members get early access to the content and schedule the videos for the week on Saturdays. And if you're a paid member on YouTube, regardless of your tier, you get access to the videos when I schedule them, at least for the LFAs. So become a member today. If you want to listen to this without me interrupting it in 3.5 seconds, I'll be linking in the description down below. If you want to request a song and you're not on the live stream, check the pinned comment on this video. It has the instructions on what to do. If you want to catch the streams when they happen live, we aim for Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Central European Time. We stream live on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick so that you can tune in from whichever platform you prefer. Again, 6 p.m. Central Europe. If you're not in Europe, do not worry, we have the full up-to-date streaming schedule showing in your local time zone in both Discord and Twitch. Another reason to join the Discord server. So if you live in Los Amigos, the friends, and you're like, yeah, but what time is 6 p.m. in Hungary? I don't live there. Do not worry, just go to Discord or Twitch and it's going to show in your local time zone. And follow the gaming channel. I have a gaming channel because of course I have a gaming channel. I'm on YouTube. What else could I possibly have? Games are Basterd. That's where I put the gaming after show recordings when they happen. Recorded live during the main channel's after show and the recordings go here. This is where the VODs for Just Shapes and Beats, Limbus Company, or whatever other games we cover go to. So linked in the description or just search on YouTube. Same username as James R. Basterd, just with the J for a G, and you got it. And yeah, there you have it. Moonlit Occultation, Punishing Grey Raven. Good stuff, man. That was fun. Really good stuff, man. Really good stuff. But yeah, let's move on.